Hey y'all. Yeah, so if you recall, we did. Somnium. Um, Turns out she's not dead somehow. Saying that some type of Mandela effect. It's fucking bullshit. Oh god, there's a lot. Okay. Okay. Alright. So, the 5 things we need to do. We need to go to the Sagema residence because we want to go talk to So again. We need to go talk to Marble to talk to Mama to see if he knows where Renju is. We need to go back to the Sagan residence to go see if we want to talk to Iris and the mom. And Lemnis Gate to talk to Iris, I guess? I mean, or maybe to the mom, or both of these are potential options of where Iris is. And also to try and find Renju. And then Cold Storage Warehouse to double check to see what the fuck is going on with the body shit. Alright, so let's go to the Sagema residence. He's probably like, dude, you got nothing on me. See ya!
So Sagema is a key person of interest in this case.
I mean, definitely. He's our star witness right now.
3 points of suspicion against him, and I agree with her assessment.
Yeah, same.
I checked the call logs of So's phones. Congressman Sagema has one phone under his name, and a burner phone rented under a fake name.
Did you find anything interesting?
Unfortunately, no.
Really?
But I do have something. I looked into So's secretary's phone. One call in particular stood out to me.
Huh?
Yeah.
It was 1 week ago, from Fuchu Prison.
Fuchu
Caller
Prison?
identified themselves as inmate
Oh, yeah,
number
yeah.
89.
And he's the one that's like, I can blow the case wide open. I know who did it.
Number 89.
Yes, this is most likely the same person who called HQ.
I know who killed Shogunadami.
That is very interesting. Who is 89?
From what I can determine, he is an assassin.
What?
He accepts jobs from the criminal underworld for substantial rewards. His
That's
code
crazy.
name is Falco.
Like, Star Fox?
Falco.
Correct.
Why did that sound familiar? Oh, he definitely knows Falco from the past. What's his name?
Unknown.
You don't know?
He is not registered in any databases. He could be a foreigner or recent immigrant, but it would be impossible to determine from where. However, I did not detect any accent in his speech. I believe we can conclude that he grew up in Japan.
Was he in jail for killing someone?
Murder. He
Yep.
is serving a life sentence for multiple counts. He was imprisoned 6 years ago.
6 years ago.
6 years ago. What's the relationship between So and number 89?
Unknown. You would have to ask Mr. Sagema for that information.
Number 89 said he knew who killed Shoko.
He did, but that may be a lie.
Does he have any connections to the Cyclops serial killings?
The Cyclops serial killings. That's such a fucked up name for someone who just like stabs people's left eye. Like, I mean, like, I guess it makes sense, but like, damn, like it's too on the money.
Unknown. In all honesty, I have no idea.
Here, let's get a summary.
Number 89.
Should we visit Fuchu Prison?
No, we don't have time. Call up boss. Tell her to request that number 89 be brought to Abyss.
Oh, we're gonna go in 89 summary.
Roger.
Or dreams. See ya! Okay, it's Monday.
I heard there was no body found at the cold storage warehouse. Isn't your investigation over?
Let me just take a look at your place of residence. Nice bridge. Is there koi fish?
Iba, look! A merman!
So
Mermaid
is a wealthy
man.
politician. It is no surprise to me that he has a merman. Wait, a merman?
Ah. Oh, nice island. Why were you at the warehouse?
I told you I will not answer that question.
Okay.
And why not? We didn't find anything there. There's nothing to hide.
It appears that he will not respond.
About Iris.
How many times do I have to tell you? I don't know that girl. I've never seen her before.
Date.
I knew he was lying.
Yeah.
This proves it.
I am having difficulty determining his motive for lying. After all, Iris was not killed.
Maybe he's got a secret with her he doesn't want us knowing. What are you hiding so?
Is he an A-Set fan as well? Why did you call Shoko?
You are beginning to irritate me.
What did you want to talk to her about? What is the private matter you mentioned? What is your relationship with her?
I'll answer your questions when you present a warrant.
About 89.
Number 89? Who is that?
Oh, you
An
should
inmate
know.
at Fuchu prison. He used to go by Falco. He was an assassin.
Odd, finding such a person in Japan. What about him?
About a week ago, he called your secretary.
I don't know anything about that. He was probably calling for a pardon or some such nonsense. My secretary probably decided it wasn't worth my attention.
Let's talk more about that.
If you need information, you can ask her. I can't help you.
Ugh. Okay, you're
Haven't
no
you
help.
people got enough? I'm very busy. Excuse me. Oh, actually, I do have one more thing to tell you. To be honest, Kaname Date, I don't like you. I don't
Me
ever
neither.
want
I don't
to
like
see
you either.
again. So I
Alright.
suggest that you don't show your face here anymore.
Cool.
It's what's best for both of us. Understand?
Fine. Fuck you too, buddy. So walked away sternly.
Who does this guy think he is?
Date, your blood pressure is skyrocketing. Any higher could kill you. Relax, Date. We still have much to do.
I know.
Alright, well, let's go to Marvel. Let's go for a drink. I think, well, I mean, we probably can't drink, but, like, maybe just talking with Mama will chill us out.
You need more info on Ren? I'm sorry to waste your time, but I don't have anything for you.
I see.
Fuck. I mean, it's only been like a day. Why are you always brushing that fish?
I find it calming.
Why is that?
Don't ask me.
How's it going in general?
Well, I could use a little help down there, if you know what I mean.
Ugh.
I do not know what she means. Perhaps you should take her up on her offer.
Absolutely not.
About Renju.
You know about Renju and the Kumakura gang, right?
Yeah, I heard it from his own mouth right here.
Do they have anything to do with the talent scandal at Lemniscate?
Maybe now they do, since Renju is the president of Lemniscate. But even before that, Renju and the Kumakuras go way back. All the way back to high school.
Hey, Date. Have you ever seen a dead body?
I remember Renju saying that to me after he and I went through about a bottle.
You're a policeman. I don't know what department, but I assume you aren't handing out traffic tickets. So, how about it?
I didn't answer. I turned the question around on
What
him.
about you?
Me? Well, yeah. Not just
Renju got
one.
into some
Countless
shit.
bodies.
Countless?
When I was in high school, I
That
had a
was
pretty crazy
concerning.
job. You know the Kumakura gang? I was hooked up to one of their phone fraud scams.
Oh.
I just had to go collect the money from drop points and give it to the Kumakuras. It was an easy job. Eventually, I became friends with the higher-ups. They started taking me with them on jobs.
What jobs?
The target was always an elderly person from the country with no family. Elderly folk who owned a lot of land, you know? They live every day in loneliness and desperation. You just have to be nice to them. That's all it takes. Guys would get to know the old people and they would set up an adoption process. After that, you just have to get them really drunk. Throw them in the tub full of hot water. And they pass. Just like that.
Throw them in a tub full of hot water?
Heart attack, brain hemorrhage, or they simply go to sleep and drown.
Jesus Christ.
The police almost never investigated. It always looked natural, like they died of old age. So the adopted gang members would inherit the land. Then we sell it and make massive profits. I watched a lot of people get killed like that. And I've seen journalists get killed for getting too close to the truth. So I... Why am I telling you all this?
I don't know, man.
Are you going to arrest me?
Took a sip from my glass. I didn't say anything for a while.
You didn't do it yourself, right?
No, I was always the lookout.
Yeah, I just helped them murder all these old folks.
But still... Date,
Tears fell to the counter, unending. We didn't say another word until the ice in the glass had melted to nothing. Jesus Christ. About number 89. You probably don't know anything about number 89.
Falco?
Oh shit, you do!
You know him?
I know him as a famous assassin in the underworld. Just rumors, though. Nothing specific.
What kind of rumors?
He's good. 100% success rate. No evidence. He was a world-class killer.
Did you ever meet him?
Nope. I don't even know what he looks like.
Any other info?
I know he's connected to the Kumakuras somehow.
Them again.
That's about it.
Okay, let's summarize.
I don't have anything else for you. Sorry I'm not much help.
No, don't worry about it.
It was still interesting.
Can you come back again tonight? There's a regular here who was good friends with Ren.
Really?
They should be here tonight. If you ask him, he might have some information for you.
Tonight?
Yes. I'll be waiting for you.
Alright. Can we think about the radio? Wish we could change the song. Alright, let's go to the Sagan residence.
I apologize for yesterday.
The music in this game is good. Like, I like this song a lot. Apologize.
I arrived uninvited.
No,
Yeah,
I'm grateful.
no, it's all good.
Thanks to you, Mizuki has her voice back.
Seriously.
No, I didn't do anything.
It's Monday. Isn't it a school day?
Today's a holiday.
Oh.
I suppose
I
there's
wouldn't
never a
know.
day
I
off
worked
for a
all weekend.
detective.
Yeah. Not a detective,
But
but
you aren't a detective,
yes, correct.
Technically, yes. But I still deal with crime.
I'm a
see.
policeman.
Today is a holiday.
You forgot too, didn't you?
Where's Renju?
right? You asked me that yesterday.
That's not what she said. She said, "Did you ask me that yesterday? Did something happen to him?" There's no point hiding it. I told her about Renji's disappearance.
Right from the hospital? I'm sorry. I have no idea.
About Iris.
I've put Iris through so much. I was 19 and single when she was born. People didn't take kindly to that, but Iris was such a fighter. She always protected me. I remember, one time at the nursery, some of the other mothers were talking about me. Iris ran up to them and said, "Don't talk about my mommy." I'm supposed to be the mother, but it's Iris who's always protecting me.
What about your parents?
They died when I was 17.
Oh shit.
I was an orphan, and my relatives lived far away. They might have taken me in, but I was already in my second to last year of high school.
Yeah, I feel you.
It wasn't a good idea for me to move that late. So I decided to stay here, by myself.
And take care of Iris.
Damn, you're mad strong,
Yes.
Domi.
But Renju would help sometimes.
About Iris.
It was always just me and her. Vacations, barbecues, zoos, amusement parks. Just me and her. Oh, that reminds me. When Iris was 5, there was a children's theater show in Bloom Park. It was called Milky Moon.
Milky Moon.
It was about
Misty
girls as
Moon!
magical space rangers and such. She loved singing and dancing. Even as a kid, whenever she heard music, her body would start moving. It was a quirk of hers, and she did it at the show too, toward the end. When all the Milky Moon girls were
I love
dancing to the ending song,
Like Sailor Moon, Milky Moon. Oh my god.
Iris climbed up onto the stage and danced with them. I tried to stop her, of course. I grabbed her arm and tried to get her to sit, but before I knew it, she was up there, dancing. And everyone was so excited. Even I was dancing by the end of it. When it was over, she had the biggest smile on her face. "Mama, you're a good dancer." That's the kind of girl she was.
Still talk about Iris.
Whenever she sees someone playing music on the street, she'll run up and join them, right then and there. Music at the train station, the the crosswalk beeping.
Nice dancing.
Even at convenience stores.
She's a good dancer.
Whenever the time played, she would start dancing. It almost got her into trouble once. She was on the jungle gym and a truck drove by. It was playing loud music out the windows. She climbed up to the top and started dancing, but she lost her balance and fell. She
Ooh.
fractured her leg pretty badly. It was on a Sunday, and it was hard to find an open emergency care. I was carrying her on my back, running and running through town. I could still hear her crying. Will I still be able to dance, Mommy? Can I still dance? She cried and cried into my shoulder. It was the only time she ever cried so much. No, that's not true. There was one other time.
You're gonna ask about that? What was the other time? Oh, does not
6
want
years
to.
ago.
Oh, okay.
I was the victim of a shooting. After the surgery, Iris came in running. And she was sobbing.
So this is the shooting from the dream that we had.
Mommy, don't die! Don't die! Please don't die, Mommy! Don't die!
I swore to myself then that I would protect her, no matter what. Iris is everything to me. More important than my own life.
Summarize for me.
Iris must really enjoy dancing,
Yeah.
though her drawing skills could use some work.
Yeah, what the fuck is
Drawing
that?
skills?
Look at the drawing on the wall.
I've been wondering about that picture.
Iris drew
Yeah,
it
who's
when
the
she was 12.
boy? Who's the dude?
That's you on the left and Iris in the middle, correct?
Yes,
And who's on the right?
the man I was dating at the time. It was only for 3 months, but
What is that? I bet you that's the. So it's one of two people. It's either, which I think this is less likely. It's either Date before he lost his memory, or it's the Cyclops killer. The drawing on, but like the Cyclops killer shot her, which seems weird. It doesn't really follow his like motive operandi or whatever. Is it MO for that, or like his like what's it called when like serial killers have like a distinct pattern of killing? Is that modus operandi? Summarize. Drawing on the wall looks interesting.
I
Okay.
met him about 6 years ago. Have you been to the Kume Shrine in the Minato district?
Nope.
I was praying there one day, and I heard a voice. Well, more like a groan. Behind the shrine, I saw a man sitting on the ground. He was bleeding badly from his stomach. I took out my phone
Shit.
to call an ambulance, but he grabbed my wrist, and he held me, and then he kissed me.
Well, this sounds
I was
dangerous.
shocked, but when I stared into his eyes, then I heard footsteps, and then a bunch of men yelling. They were looking for him. When the voices and footsteps faded, he let me go. Don't call an ambulance, and don't call the cops. I knew he had to be a criminal, so I took him to an underground clinic I knew.
You took him to a mob doctor?
Renju's friend. I only met him once.
Jesus Christ. Drawing on the wall looks. Oh, so we're just gonna.
Even though we
continue.
had our first kiss seconds after meeting each other, it took a long time before I got to see him again. The first time we held hands was when we watched a horror movie together. The first time I took his arm was when we went to a haunted house in an amusement park. But I wasn't the one who grabbed him. A zombie jumped out and scared us, and he clung onto my arm. He had that cute side to him. And I was falling in love. Our second kiss was in the car. It's cliche, I know, but we drove around at night, looking at all the lights. We parked our car near a warehouse and kissed. I don't think we ever said I love you.
Huh. Is this the same harbor warehouse that like fucking the fishery was? That might. Interesting.
But we both knew. We were getting closer and closer. I introduced him to Iris about a month after I first met him. Iris never had a father figure in her life before. She warmed up to him immediately and treated him like a real dad. From then on, it was always the three of us together. We would go to the beach, to the river, the zoo, the amusement park. Going to barbecues with another person was a new experience for me and Iris. Everything felt so fresh. Every day was so exciting. Oh, sorry. You asked about the picture. You wanted to make okonomiyaki one day. He was working with the hot plate. It was ridiculous. He was trying to flip one, and it flew up in the air and landed right on my head. Iris saw the whole thing and laughed and laughed.
Oh, is that why she put okonomiyaki on top of their head? Well, I didn't know that was okonomiyaki.
I hadn't seen her laugh like that in a long time.
Everyone has okonomiyaki.
I was having so much fun that I put an okonomiyaki on their heads too. Plop, plop. I added the bonito flakes and mayo and sauce. At this point, there was no going back. Eggs flew, flour going everywhere. The room was not a pretty sight. After our battle, we laughed like crazy. We were rolling around on the floor.
Jesus Christ.
So Iris decided to draw it. It's nostalgic. But those days didn't last. 6 years ago, in November, a man with a gun broke into our house. Fortunately, Iris wasn't home at the time, but my boyfriend was.
Oh.
That's why the gunman came. He wanted to kill him. He wanted to kill him and he would never stop. He pulled the trigger. I tried to protect him. The bullet hit me, but the police arrived. They were both arrested and incarcerated.
Why was he after your boyfriend?
Before he met me, he committed some terrible crime.
Is he the Cyclops killer?
I don't know the details, but it was awful. So
I think I'm close, but I don't know if I've hit it though.
I don't know exactly why, but I know that he betrayed them in some way.
May I ask you something?
Of course.
I had heard that incident was a random break-in gone wrong.
Oh. That's not true. I lied about it at the time, because of Mizuki. Mizuki is Iris's friend. If she found out, Iris would find out too.
Right.
I didn't want Iris to know.
Know what?
That I was dating a criminal.
Yeah.
It was her father figure. Iris looked up to him. If she found out about his past...
Yeah, no, that makes sense. Get it? Summarize.
Date, we can't spend time, we have to get moving.
Yeah, let's go.
Alright, peace. Lemnis skate. We're learning a good deal here.
I am so aggro right now.
Oh god.
Who says that?
Why are you angry?
You backed out on your Shovel Forge promise.
Oh, right.
I didn't make any promises.
You promised me a date, though.
I did go to your house.
2 minutes before midnight, and you didn't even take me anywhere.
Yeah, because we only had 2 minutes.
We could have gone somewhere. Iturup, Kunashir, Shikotan, Habomai?
Absolutely not.
Then you should have come earlier.
Well,
Oh shit, let's talk to receptionist. I want to know your measurements.
I'm 5'4".
She's 5'4".
That is clearly not what you meant.
No, that's what I meant. That's exactly what I want. Can I have your contact information?
Why?
I want to talk to you later.
well, because it may lead to something in the future.
I don't know.
Date, we're on an investigation.
No, I'm
Just
busy.
Let me have this.
Yeah, for real. Just let him have this. He doesn't even have a day off. So can I have it?
That's enough. I'll come right out of your eye socket if you don't stop.
Oh god. I'm gonna
I'm serious. I'm going to pop out.
pop. Aiba flew out of my left eye and started dancing on the desk. The reception immediately fainted. I saw the whole thing and also fainted. And so my story ended. Are you serious? I got bad end. The end. But I couldn't let that happen, so I decided not to ask her for it. Okay. What the fuck is that? What's your what's your type?
Well,
I like guys that like New Guinea fruit bats
What?
and yellow spotted neck turtles.
Same.
I cannot even picture that.
I want to know where Renju is. But you do too.
I want to too.
Yep.
We've been looking for him. We've been getting so many calls. It's hard to keep up with.
Alright, let's talk, Iris. You have the day off.
Off?
Yeah, from school.
Oh, yeah. It's a holiday, so I decided to come to Lemniscate. We're going to do a recording for a show soon.
Okay. You know where Renju is?
What about him?
I don't need to hide it. I told her about Renju's
A
appearance.
traffic accident? I'm worried.
Any idea where he could have gone?
I'm sorry. No.
You know So Sejima, the politician?
I've seen him on TV.
She has no reason to lie about this. So he knows her, but she doesn't really know her?
Ever met him?
No.
Not at all.
No, not at all.
Weird. What was your phone off yesterday?
I know you were mad about our date, but why was your phone off? I couldn't get a hold of you.
About the late night visitor.
Last night around 2 a.m., someone visited you. Who was it? And you left the house as well. Where did you go?
You
Well, not-
really want to know?
Yes.
Yes.
And you'd do anything for the answer.
Yes.
All right then. Shovel Forge.
No.
Then go on a date with me.
Again, no.
But you owe me for yesterday.
I told you I couldn't get a hold of you.
Objection. Even if you did get a hold of me, you didn't want to see me anyway, right? Until you fulfill your promise, I won't tell you anything.
Oh,
God. Hey, I saw your body.
Iris, promise you won't laugh, but I saw something at the cold storage warehouse last night.
What?
Your dead body.
Nothing? That's so...
I told you not to laugh.
Okay.
Come on, Date. I'm alive. I'm right here. Look, I can jump around. Woohoo!
Stop.
true.
I'm serious. In my dream, I saved you from being killed, and here you
Well,
are.
not in your dream, in someone else's dream.
Which is why I was like that when I went to your house yesterday. Sorry, there's no point in telling you all this.
No, it's fine. Sorry for laughing. I just didn't know what was up with you.
Huh?
I believe you, Date. Maybe you were in a parallel world or something.
Another bizarre explanation.
Samurai.
So, what are we doing?
What do you mean?
For our date, of course.
Oh, God. Let's just go on the fucking date.
Fine.
Hey, wait a minute.
Yay! So you'll play Shovel Forge with me?
I
Fine.
will not.
Oh, come on. It's way easier than going on a real
So
date.
we'll go on a date then.
Just go play fucking
Yes.
Minecraft.
Deal.
I don't even like Minecraft,
you
and I
have
would
to
rather
honor
play
our agreement this
Minecraft.
time.
I can't believe it.
Oh, but we can't go right away. I have a recording coming up. I should be done by 3, though.
Tessa, we're starting soon.
Got it. So, Date, meet me back here at 3? If you ditch me, I will be beyond furious. Anyway, bye for now. Peace.
Okay. I smiled and strolled over to the studio.
There is no point remaining here. Let's get moving.
Okay, well, let's just go to the warehouse. Vibe in my left eye socket, I walked into the cold storage warehouse. Yeah, like, I would have thought this was like a fucking, like, what's it called? A projection. But Iba was like out of battery when I came in here. I only had my right eye. And even at that, if Iba was in my left eye, yeah, sure, she could make a projection. But I could also use like heat vision and be like, oh, okay, well, actually, no. Then she'd be cold, like frozen, so she wouldn't really have much heat to her, so the heat ray wouldn't really work. But yeah, it makes it really difficult because I don't have any like other weird circuitry that could like affect my vision, so I don't know why I'm seeing that here, but then it's just gone. In the cold storage warehouse, I could see my breath. I looked around shivering. Nothing seemed changed from last night though.
You first arrived here yesterday at 9 p.m. At that time, lying on this workbench was...
Iris's dead body, covered with a white cloth.
But
Yeah.
the second time,
The corpse was gone.
it was 11:25 p.m. But the body could not have simply vanished. Crime scene investigation was here before 11:25 p.m.
When did they arrive?
Well, I don't really trust CSI because for the first murder, they couldn't even find the phone that was in the fucking horse's mouth that the dead body was on. Like, why did they not check inside the horse? Like, I mean, I guess, yeah, it's kind of weird checking inside the horse, but like, I don't know. I feel like they didn't do a thorough
According
job.
to the report, 10:30 p.m.
Like, if it was any other horse, I'd be like, okay, fine, they wouldn't check all horses, but like, that was the horse the dead body was on. They should do a thorough examination of that horse.
After we finished syncing with So.
It took them an hour and a half to get here?
Correct.
That's
Why
weird.
did it take them so long?
Unknown. The report does not specify. Perhaps a result of outside influence.
Outside influence?
Yeah, we need to know
In
more
any
about
case,
that.
there is nothing of note about the bench. Examining it will not reveal any...
Okay, what
A
about the
forklift.
forklift?
It doesn't seem like it's in use. It was likely just left here. A switchboard.
switchboard.
Nothing seems out of the ordinary.
Whoa, what about the
A
overhead
crane on
crane?
the ceiling. Nothing has changed.
Cardboard box. There's a cardboard box on the floor. What about this
It's a wooden
box?
box. There is nothing inside.
Okay. What about
A
this forklift?
Nothing seems out.
Damn.
There
Shelf
are
of
numerous
boxes.
cardboard boxes on the shelf. There is nothing abnormal.
Interesting. Ice cutting
That machine is used to cut ice. Do they store ice here? There are only a few items. It is likely that this warehouse...
Then what the fuck is it? Workbench, workbench. What else do we need to look at? The tires don't fucking frozen. Thing on it. Switchboard. Forklift. Search the warehouse, but we didn't find anything useful.
Nothing.
Yeah, literally
But
nothing.
finding nothing may, in fact, be something.
Really?
What do you mean?
I was just thinking out loud. Let's get going. Date, your temperature is dropping. At this rate, they might find your body in here.
Okay, let's go. Base headquarters. It's like right before the date. Like literally 11 minutes before the date. Need to talk to the boss. The boss man, like she was waiting for
I took
me.
care of what you asked for.
Number 89?
He's here, in the
Oh,
interrogation
shit.
room.
I'm on it.
You'll go without me this time. I have some errands to run. One of the higher-ups needs me. I'll have Pewter go to the interrogation with you.
Understood.
Oh. Well, what about my date? Let's see. Is Falco the previous boyfriend? How long has he been in jail for? I think he's the... Oh wait, or is he the gunman that like... Hey, 89. Oh yeah, you recognize 89.
Let's get started.
What's your name?
Number 89.
Your real name.
I don't know, I forgot.
Oh god. Where are you from?
Djibouti.
Djibouti.
Northeast Africa. A a small republic of roughly 900,000.
I'm sure.
I don't take kindly to stupid lies.
Why did you call Sosajima? How many people have you killed?
I don't know. It's not like I'm counting.
How many breads have you eaten? Why did you call Sosajima's secretary?
Oh, you know about that. It's
Yeah.
true. I called Sajima's secretary. I got him on the
Why?
line and I told him something very important.
Oh, so just continuously
You spoke
lies.
with him directly?
Yeah.
What did you tell him?
I told him to call somebody.
Somebody.
I can't tell you anymore.
About Shoko's murder.
All right, let's get back to the topic at hand. 2 days ago, you called our investigation office. You said you know who killed Shoko Nadami.
That's right.
Who?
Hey, don't be so hasty. We haven't agreed on a deal. You're gonna let me out of prison, right?
Yes, I promise.
I can't promise that.
You're lying. You don't want to release me. That's fine. I was expecting this anyway. I just wanted a good excuse to leave the prison.
What do you mean?
You really want to know? Here's what I mean!
Oh shit. Oh god.
You'll make a good hostage for me. Take me to the exit. Now.
Uh-oh. That's not good. Oh, and it's past 3 now. She's gonna be pissed. I'm an hour late for the date. I mean, there's a huge situation going on.
Oh, darn.
Are you kidding me? A criminal serving a life sentence just escaped from Metro Police. I ordered everyone to keep quiet about this, but it's only a matter of time before the press sniffs this out. We need to get number 89 back before the...
Okay. Peter. Do you know where he went?
How would I? After he
Okay.
got to the exit, he let me go. I didn't see where he went. I collapsed
Okay.
right there.
At least he let you go.
Number 89 still has it. But
Okay.
don't worry, I have a spare. I'll give it to you
Sweet,
later.
an old school gun. How did he get away?
He punched out an officer and stole his clothes. He put on the uniform and brought me with him at gunpoint. Well, he had the gun in his pocket, hiding it. No one on the floor even knew this was happening. He got on the elevator and made it to the ground floor. He even stole my security card. He said he'd kill me if I tried anything. I suppose the whole
Jesus.
escape took him about 5 minutes. He must have planned this.
You're rather calm about all this.
I'm coming down from being terrified for my life. I'm in a bit of a fugue state, right?
And we don't even know his real name. So, like, we could go catch him and be like, he could just be like, oh, hey, like, I'm so-and-so, like, alright, so, like, who are you looking for? And they'll be like, number 89. It's like, well, that's not my name. Man, the police here suck. Let's apologize. This is kind of like our fault.
Boss, it's my fault he got away. I'm sorry.
Don't waste time apologizing. Go catch him. I'm the one who has to go on an apology tour now. You really messed up this time.
Maybe I should have more, like, there should have been more safety measures. Let's summarize.
Date, I know you are already aware of this, but there are security cameras all over this compound. I checked all of them. Number 89 fled in a car that was waiting for him.
So he had an
Oh.
accomplice.
Yes.
Did you see who was driving?
Well, he did leave a call to Sosajima, who left another call to someone else, so that was what the call was about.
I did.
Who was it?
You and I know him well.
Don't tell me it's Renju.
Renju?
Are you fucking kidding me? Told Boss and Peter about what Aiba revealed to me.
Renju?
Why?
Fuck if I know.
Date, Moma is calling.
Moma? From the Kumakuras?
I'll connect him.
Hey, Dante. I just got the word. Renju's been seen.
What? Where?
Hey, don't forget our deal.
Deal?
Yeah, you can go
What
meet her.
deal?
What are you talking about?
Forgot already?
How'd you forget?
I'm talking about Tessa.
That was literally like
Oh,
a day
right.
ago. No, he's probably got other things on his plate, but...
You know what to do.
What should we do?
We have no choice. We have to take her.
To MoMA?
Yes.
Alright, let's go on a date to the gang. Yeah, she's gonna be pissed. We're almost 2 hours late.
Oh my gosh! Late. You're late.
I'm going home.
Never! Have you forgotten the vows you exchanged?
Are you drunk?
No, of course not.
You're drunk.
I kid. I'm kidding!
I hate her. Let's just leave her at Moma's. Whatever happens to her happens to her.
With you.
Fuck. Okay,
I'm getting excited!
I'm not excited.
We are not
she might be even
shovel-forged.
more annoying than the little fucking boy.
I was talking about the date, silly.
Shovel Forge and a date are synonymous, apparently.
So where are we going?
God. It's where the dragon is. Really nice. To a Yakuza office building.
No point lying to you. I need you to come with me to an office. I'll have to inspect it, though.
What? An insect show?
No.
I didn't know you were into that.
What the
Well,
fuck?
okay, it's kind of weird, but whatever. Let's go to the insect show.
She didn't completely understand, but I didn't have time to care. Took Iris to the Kamakuras. Alright.
So where are
So-
the Aziptula praticolas?
What the fuck?
Tessa!
Oh, is this guy the Aziptula praticola?
What?
What are you talking about?
Oh, sorry. Are you the insect trainer?
Insect
Go
training.
ahead. Sorry for interrupting. Start the insect show now.
What the fuck is going on?
Wait a minute. This is a gangster den.
Yeah.
Took you long enough.
Dante, you tricked me.
I literally told you straight up.
I wasn't trying to trick you. You just misunderstood me.
But I wanted to see the bugs. I really did.
You thought it was weird.
So she likes insects as well.
Moma,
God.
I held up my end of the deal.
You sure did. You want to hear about Renju?
Mr. Okiro?
Apology.
Sorry for bringing you here.
It's okay.
You don't have to be scared, Tessa. We're not thugs. We're just a gang.
Hell yeah. We like Yakuza. It's a good game.
About as contradictory as meatless beef.
The old boss was really violent.
You would take a cheese grater to someone's leg if they looked at him funny.
But after I took over, we went crystal clean.
Hell yeah, we like
Crystal.
MoMA. Look at that face. What's not to like about that face?
Methamphetamines.
Ugh.
No, we don't do drugs. We don't deal with that stuff. We had to restructure the whole operation.
He's not opening his
Cut
mouth.
a lot of
There we go.
people off.
Their throats.
No, not like that.
Introduce MoMA.
Oh yeah, I haven't introduced this old man yet.
I'm 24.
What?
MoMA is lying. He is at least 48.
Okay. He just wants to be more like her age. Ish. I mean, she's still 18.
Absolutely.
Sorry for not introducing myself. My name is Moma Kumakura. I work for a prestigious advertising agency.
You run the Kumakura gang, right? You're like a mob boss.
How did you know that?
Is he stupid?
Let's continue. The
Moma may
introduction.
not look it, but he's a huge ASET fan.
Well, I mean, I don't know if I'm a huge fan.
Gambling.
Bet, debt, ASET!
Ah,
Worries.
Forget, fret, ASET!
Now what does she say?
ASET, you bet!
Wow, my catchphrase. Thank you.
This is kind of embarrassing.
This is
But
very embarrassing.
sorry,
I can't
Mama.
believe he's a tier 3
I don't
sub.
like gangsters.
Oh no.
I don't like gangsters either. Gangsters are awful. All those nasty Yakuza guys should drop dead, am I right?
Oh, we don't want. About Renju.
What happened to Mr. Okiura? I heard he escaped the hospital.
So did I. But I don't know anything more than that.
Please
What?
tell me.
Renju's escape from the hospital exchange. 3 things stuck out to me. I laid out the facts. Mizuki was alerted to the place where Shoko's body was found by a message sent by Renju's phone. I found Iris's body in Okiura Fishery cold storage warehouse. And earlier today, Renju fled with a prisoner escaping a life sentence. An assassin named Number 89.
Hold up. What were you saying about Tessa's dead body?
Oh, well...
Date saw a parallel world with my dead body in it.
A parallel world?
Never heard of it?
Oh, yeah! Of course I have! Yeah, right! Parallel worlds and all that shit. Yeah!
Oops. Hold on 1 second. Okay.
I don't understand it, but I suppose he does.
Good, because I don't feel like explaining it.
But why would Mr. Okiura do that?
I don't know.
I don't know. He could be a hostage or an accomplice. Either way, I need to find him.
Let's find him. Alright. Where are your goons anyways?
They're out.
What, golfing?
Looking for Renju.
Oh shit.
I can't have them here seeing me like this.
Good point. Oh shit. I keep on saying fucking what they're gonna say.
Why do you care?
Can I have it?
What?
Can I have the ring?
Let me see the
Why
ring.
would I give it to you?
Hey, can I have the ring?
Absolutely, of course you can. Here, take it. Wait, no. I can't give you this.
You're so cheap.
Come on, it's not like you're losing it.
It's exactly like I'm losing it.
Aww.
You guys are a good team. Like siblings.
Ugh. I hate that.
You said on the phone that you saw Renju.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had all my people looking for him.
So, tell me where he is.
I could.
Hey, I held up my end. I brought Iris like you asked.
Date, come here.
What took me to the corner of the room? This is weird.
Date, I don't quite know how to ask this, but... Can you ask Tessa if I can shake her hand, please?
Oh, that's it? Sure.
Mom and I broke up our huddle. Oh my god, this is so weird.
Iris, could you do me a favor?
A favor?
He, wants to see your boobs.
What the fuck?
Dude? I didn't say that!
Oh, sorry. What I meant was, he wants to shake your hand.
Oh, a handshake. Sure. I would never show my boobs.
What the fuck? This game is so horny on me. I just took Moma's hand gently and shook it.
Dante, this is the happiest day of my life. It feels good to be the boss.
So how about it?
All right, here it goes. Renju was seen in 2 places. First, Sunfish Pocket, the maid cafe.
Oh, he went there?
Second, Ikume Shrine.
Oh.
Sunfish Pocket and Akume Shrine.
Why those 2 places? I mean, I know. So how is he connected to the shrine that like the fucking Hitomi and like the boyfriend dude like met each other at?
No problem, bro. Really.
Alright, somewhere
Anyway,
else.
Moma, take care of Iris for me.
What?
What? Wait! You're leaving me here?
You'll be safe with him.
I don't know.
Are you serious? Look at his face! Not to mention he runs a crime syndicate. What if he sells me to the highest bidder?
Good.
Tessa, I would never do that. I told you, we're clean now. We all go home on time. We follow government regulations.
That's so good.
See ya.
Wait! What about Shovel Forge?
Fuck Shovel Forge.
I told you I never promised to play with you.
But you promised me a date.
Date! Is this true? You son of a bitch.
Oh shit. Oh shit.
I'm gonna ignore
Good idea.
Date, you're gonna look for Mr. Okiura, right? Take me with you. If you do, I'll tell you about last night.
Her late
Oh
night-
shit. Yeah. Tell us about last night.
that. Fine.
Date, don't ignore me.
Moma, chill,
A
chill,
clean
chill.
gang.
What is this
Oh,
button?
that's
We've never
just
even
a
seen this
toy.
button yet, right?
Oh, just a toy.
Or is that only for when we're in the Somnia? I forget. But I don't think I've seen that button yet.
Let's leave them alone for a while.
We have 2 places to check: Sunfish Pocket and Ikume Shrine.
I want to go to the warehouse too, where you found my dead body.
Someone
Okay.
bothering you?
No, I'm just curious. Oh, and one more thing. Can we eat somewhere?
I didn't like that fucking
Food
noise.
sounds good. I haven't eaten in a while.
Oh, my chest hurts. Getting hard to breathe.
The fuck? Okay, let's go. Oh my god, we have so many places to go. Okay, Sunfish Pocket. Saw familiar faces. I entered. It was Mizuki. Iris and I sat at Mizuki's. She's like, "Why are you hanging out with my friend, Dad?" Or not dad, but like, dude. I don't know what she calls like Date.
Wow, this is surprising. What's going on here?
Oh my god, she's got a fucking like crystal Poseidon thing.
Why are you two together?
Yeah, that is kind of weird, isn't it, Mizuki?
Oh, well, it's...
This is like some House of the Dragons shit.
Forget it. Thanks for letting me stay last night.
Oh, no trouble at all. Anytime. You can even live with me if you want.
That's a great idea. The roommate I have right now really sucks.
Ah! Everyone's just looking at me! I love it! Oh my god. Okay. I'm gonna talk to... Oh, what do you like it, man?
Well, a triple wart sea devil or an anacanthus barbatus.
Oh,
That's a mouthful.
cool. What are you doing here?
What are you gonna do, scold me or something? Why do you care what I do?
Why are you so
Whoa.
angry?
Probably because she thinks I'm like going on a date with her best friend.
I'm not angry. In fact, I'm feeling good.
Oh.
Excuse me.
Yeah, this is awkward. The mermaid took me to the corner of the store. I like how we just like break off to corners.
Mizuki was crying earlier.
Crying?
Yes, we were trying to cheer her up. What happened to her mom was... And we thought she was having a hard time. She must have come here looking for company. That's probably why she stayed with Iris last night. She didn't want to be alone.
Yeah, we've just been leaving her alone.
Shoko's body is still under the jurisdiction of the police. There has not been a ceremony, nor has the body been cremated. The culprit has not been caught, and we cannot locate Renju. And on top of that, her roommate has abandoned her.
I did not abandon her.
Yeah, you
In
did.
any case, there are many ways you could calm Mizuki
Maybe just don't
down.
work all day every day.
Mizuki is just trying to act strong. Please, try to understand.
Okay. Do you know this mermaid?
She's my friend from back when I worked here.
Yep. Okay.
We would
that
hang out
checks out.
outside of work too.
We go to haunted places and UFO sightings and stuff.
That's fun.
Blow those boys away!
Blow those boys away!
Yeah, blow those boys!
Oh.
Mizuki, you really shouldn't say that.
Holy shit, dude. About your relationship with Mizuki.
Mizuki comes here a lot. She's really friendly with everyone.
I like it here. Everyone treats me nice.
Is
Good.
it because you're the daughter of the owner?
Probably.
No, it's not like that.
We're We're BFFs.
She wields extraordinary power with that trident.
The Okiura family is really something else.
Look at this guy. He looks bored on the outside, but he's nervous as hell. I understand, man. I do. You're just waiting for the right time. Ooh, other mermaids. These two shellwinners are working hard too, in their own way. Jesus Christ. Fucking so horny on Maine. About Renju.
The police asked me a bunch of questions, but I don't know where he is.
Oh. About the Okiura warehouse.
Why are you asking me about that?
I was just curious.
What are your thoughts on that?
That company was made by my grandpa, but Daddy has nothing to do with it.
I
don't
know.
know anything about the warehouse.
Okay. Fair. Can we talk more about it though?
I thought I told you. Don't ask me the same questions over and over.
Okay.
Look.
She's mine?
Oh shit.
She may just be excited or upset.
Interesting. Okay. That's interesting to know. Oh yeah. X-ray.
Those are some nice hip bones.
Fucking freak.
I've heard that Renju was sighted here.
When do you mean?
When?
When?
I got the info a few minutes ago, but I don't know when he was seen.
Oh.
Ringing any bells?
Well, he hasn't come by today, but yesterday.
Yesterday? But I was here yesterday.
Yeah, what the fuck?
It was after that. After you and Ota left.
Why didn't you tell me sooner?
You didn't ask. And I don't have any way to contact you.
Damn it.
We just missed him.
That sucks. What was he doing here?
He was looking for Iris. He was asking everyone where she was.
Looking for me?
Yeah.
Did he give a reason?
No, not in particular.
Iris, can you think of why he would be looking for you?
No, not at all.
Azuki?
I don't know either.
Okay. What else can you tell me?
Anything else? Well, he did seem really sick. He was
What?
pale and sweating a lot.
Sounds like he's
Must be
nervous.
because of the accident.
Perhaps.
Wait, hold on. Is there anything else? No, okay, good. About Renju.
Mr. Okiura helped me when I was just starting out. You know how my mom is single? He really supported her. He even changed my diaper when I was a little baby.
Jesus
I got hired
Christ.
by Lemniscape all because of him. Iris used to stream all her own content. Like singing and dancing and gaming and stuff. But before we knew it, she went viral.
Right, I heard about that.
Yep.
That's how she started getting offers, right? But because Iris's mom knows Renju, she decided to go with Lemniscape.
But there's more to it than that. There are other reasons. Daddy was totally taken in by her talent.
Her talent?
Dancing, really. Her dancing is what got her into Lemniscape. He knew ever since she was young that she would be talented. He didn't want any other agencies to have her. I didn't know that.
Huh.
Daddy's not the type to give compliments. This is kind of embarrassing. I didn't know he thought of me that way.
You like dancing, right? You like dancing, right?
More than sleeping and eating.
Jesus
Well,
Christ.
maybe about the same as eating. Anyway, I've always loved.
Aren't you
moving
hungry?
bodies
Why don't you
ever
order
since I was a
something
little
here?
girl. And you're fast too. Yeah, I did a lot of track meets.
Were you always the anchor?
Mm-hmm.
That's amazing.
Hey, want to hear something cool? Iris is the goddess of rainbows in Greek mythology.
Is she? I didn't know Iris was a god in Greek mythology. I thought, well, Egyptian mythology. But then again, there's a lot of crossover between the two, since like Greek and Egyptian cultures like intermingled
She's the
a lot.
messenger of the gods. She's really fast.
Isn't that Hermes?
Rainbows being so fast to disappear was the source of the legend.
You're as fast as your namesake, then.
You want to race?
Sure, when we get the chance.
What is the Iris the god of? In Egyptian bullshit. Oh, is it ISIS? ISIS! Yeah, whoops, my bad. Oh well. Can you show me your dance?
Right here? Oh, I want to see too. Me too.
I would also like to see that.
I don't know.
She's
Come on,
nervous.
just show us. But all right, I'll go set up. Wait.
The mermaid didn't listen and hurried off.
Jeez. Fine, if you insist. Yay! Iris, we're ready.
Hell yeah.
All right, world, get ready. See my dance. Invincible Rainbow Arrow.
God, this is
Hit
so
it.
anime. Just her like little scepter, her trident.
Teacups that are flying, on mattress flying. You'll think that I'm lying. This old tale of mine, a journey through time. A permanent fire, frost on the fire. Fruit never expires. You've seen in your eyes, you've seen in your mind. While the old bow their heads, while the blind lead the blind, the marble loses shine. The eye clouds by design, but we know in our soul the one hope, the one truth, that if we believe we can make miracles. Even with the devils of time against you, never let the fire fade in you. See the golden goddess with wings of rainbows, set sail through the night sky to embrace you. Resist, allow your heart to take you. Never let this merciless world erase you. Passing down the light of the torch to guide you, and you shall be bathed in light.
I'm fucking tired, dude. I'm fucking tired from that. Oh god.
That song. Mr. Opiera wrote the music, and I wrote the lyrics.
Oh wow. You wrote the music?
So it
Very
holds a
good.
special place in my heart.
That's right.
But she wrote the lyrics. Ugh.
Yeah, he's really talented. I look up to him. He's done so much for me. I know I can rely on him more than anyone else.
About your visitor last night.
Iris, I still need to know. What were you doing Sunday at 2 a.m.?
You haven't fulfilled your promise.
This is the date. I fulfilled my promise.
I told you.
Isn't she like you're going on a date?
No info until the date is complete. Don't you get it? This date isn't over yet.
Summarize for me, bitch.
Unfortunately, we didn't find Renju here.
But we discovered that he was looking for Iris.
But why?
We can think about that later. Let's get going.
Yeah, you're right.
Okay. The Akumi Shrine. Oh.
You okay?
It's okay. I just, missed a step there.
What are you looking at?
A flower over there.
Flower?
You can't see it from here, can you? I know it's there because I've been to this shrine before.
That? Are they irises?
An iris. More
Yep.
specifically, a winter iris. This is the same flower that was on display at Iris's house.
Interesting. Okay. You're looking at the winter iris, aren't you?
Yeah. How did you know?
I can
It's the
see,
same
and
kind
you're
that's
just
at my house.
obsessed with irises.
I told you about what it means, right?
Good news and hope.
Iris
Yep.
is also a part of the eye, and the Greek
Yep.
goddess of rainbows.
Yep,
A
we
messenger
know.
goddess. I told you at Sunfish Pocket, right?
We were just
That's why
there,
the flower means
Iris.
good news and hope.
I hate her. Your thoughts?
It's nostalgic. This place is a memorable one for me. 6 years ago, I used to come here with someone.
Someone?
I used to call him Uncle. He was a thoughtful,
Uncle.
reliable man. I thought of him as a father, but one day
Uncle
he just
father.
disappeared.
My father,
She's
uncle.
talking about.
Hitomi's lover.
About this uncle.
When you asked me why I became an idol, I wasn't being entirely truthful. I told you that it was because I wanted to become famous. But more specifically, it was for Uncle. I've been looking for him for 6 years, but I didn't find him anywhere. I didn't know where else to look, so instead of me finding him, I thought that he could find me instead.
You think if you became famous, he'd contact you?
Yeah,
So that is why she became an idol.
I mean, it's also been my dream since I was little. That's a part of it, too.
So why do you use the name Aset?
Aset, regret. Bet.
Shouldn't you use your real name?
Oh yeah, that's not it. It's like, forget, bet, Aset.
Oh no, I don't have to. He was the one who came up with the name Aset.
Oh really?
He told me that if I ever became an idol, I should use that name.
Why? About this shrine.
It's called Ikume Iribiko Isachi no Mikoto,
I'm
or
not gonna know
sometimes
that.
Ikume Tenno, or Ikume no Mikoto. There are legends about this place written in the old texts. It's a shrine dedicated to the gods. The old legend goes like this. One day, Ikume Iribiko sent one of his followers, Taji Momori, on an urgent quest to find a mysterious, magical fruit. A
Oh.
fruit called Tokijiku no Kaku. It's said that eating it will grant you immortality. After many hardships, Taji Momori was able to find the fruit. But by
Oh.
the time he got back, Ikume Iribiko had died. Taji Momori mourned. He handed half of the fruit to the man's wife, and he left the other half on Ikume Iribiko's grave, then died on the spot. It is said that that fruit is still inside the shrine behind us.
Really? The fruit of immortality.
Yes.
Yes. Immortality, huh?
Not interested?
No, not really. I'd rather have normality than immortality.
About Renju.
Mr. Okura isn't here. I mean, of course he isn't. It's not like we came here right away.
He's already taken off.
Too bad.
It looks like there are no further clues here. It appears we've wasted our time.
Fuck.
Date, we have no time to wait. We should get moving.
Got it.
Okay. Let's go to the coal storage warehouse.
I saw it. I'm sure. Your corpse, Iris. Right here.
But I'm here now. Maybe I'm a ghost.
Oh, spooky!
You don't look like a floating sheet. You have legs.
But maybe they're not legs. Maybe they're my boobs.
Those are not your boobs, Iris. I'm trying to picture Iris's breast swinging down there like that, and then I decided not to.
Didn't you say that you saved me in your dream? What did you mean by that?
I told you that I'm with an organization called Abyss, right?
Yeah, you told me 2 days ago.
We find clues in the minds of suspects and witnesses. We enter what we call Somnium, a dream world projected by their subconscious. That's what the entire organization is about.
How do you even do that?
We have a machine that we call the sync machine.
What is that?
It's a sync machine.
That's not an explanation. Tell me how it works.
Well, I can explain, but it will require a bit of background to understand.
We enter people's dreams.
Background?
Don't explain. Oh my god. Do you know about the BBB?
I've heard of it. The blood-brain barrier, right? Inside the skull, there's an army of
How do
little teeny tiny soldiers that
I
surround
thought
the
Better
brain.
Business Bureau.
They protect the brain from bad stuff in the blood, right?
That's almost it.
The blood-brain barrier describes the architecture of the microvessels of the brain. It is a kind of shield that protects the brain. To get through, an object must be no larger than 0.4 nanometers. Objects too large to slip through the barrier cannot physically access the brain.
Do you know about nanotechnology?
Nanotech? Yeah, technology related to really small things. Like really teeny tiny things. And when they make a machine, they're called nanomachines. I heard they use them a lot for medical and tech fields. Some of the cutting-edge nanomachines can even go inside your body and cure illnesses. They can even cure cancer. And they go beep, beep, beep. That's what Mom said.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if it was like beep, beep or rrr. But anyway,
No,
nanotechnology
you got it.
costs
You
tons
got
of
it.
money. Only a few people can even afford it. My college professor said only the richest of the rich have nanotechnology. But he's pretty liberal.
Yeah, we have
so-
nanotech literally right in our fucking eye.
Largely accurate. Nano is a prefix meaning 10 to the negative 9th power. A nanometer is therefore 0.0000. The sync
Okay.
machine uses machines approximately 2.16 nanometers long. Viruses are on average 20 to 970 nanometers. So sync nanomachines are far smaller than that. This allows them to access neural circuitry. During a sync, the nanomachines are used to write in the syncer's data.
You know what the Wadjet system?
I guess not.
No, I know what it is. It's the core programming behind AI, right?
That's right. What's wrong?
What?
Wait a minute.
You're shivering.
She's not a big fan of this line of dialogue.
It's nothing. Don't worry about it.
That's... You know, I was gonna say, it's unexpected that she knew about the blood-brain barrier, nanotechnology, and all that kind of stuff. The fact that she knows what the Wadjet system is, and it's like the core behind AI. Is she real? Is Iris like an AI construct? Is her personality... Is there potentially another Iris? Is there like multiple like android Iris? I mean, like, we haven't seen androids as a possibility in this game, but
To borrow Pewter's explanation,
this is the most biggest like tell. This is very, very important.
with the advent of the Wadjet system, we can extract the data of the human psyche.
This is
This
extremely
data is sent
important.
to the brain,
Why
which
is she
feeds the
so... Why did her demeanor change so much? Here's how sync works.
Okay, you have the basics down. Let me explain how syncing works. Syncers like me equip the sync gear and use it to access the subject's brain. Inside the helmet are nanocables, and on the tip of each of these cables is a special nanomachine. But the machine can't reach the brain through blood alone. Do you know why?
The BBB soldiers say, "Go away," and push them back?
Well, yeah, kind of. But for the sync to work, we have to get the nanomachines into the brain itself. How do we do that?
Drill a hole in the skull?
No.
In Shovel Forge, you can use a pickaxe and...
No, it has nothing to do with tools. We don't have to open a hole. Skulls already have holes in them. One of those holes is the optic canal, which is a nerve canal located behind the eyes. The nanocables of the sync gear go through your eyes, then go to the back of your eye socket, then through the optic canal to the sea.
The sea?
The sea of brain cells, anyway.
That sounds kind of romantic.
What?
It's only a chunk of protein.
Once the nanocables arrive at their destination, they can begin the sync process. They slide into the brain like roots of a tree.
I hate this, actually.
And on the tip of each cable, the nanomachine sends and receives data. This is controlled by the Wadjet system, and that's how the syncer and the subject exchange information.
Exchange?
Think of it this way. The human brain has a max capacity of one psyche, one consciousness.
Multiple instances of consciousness inside one brain can cause a total collapse of higher brain functions.
Jesus, imagine having like...
You know how a car only has
Huh.
one steering wheel? If there were two, there would be accidents all over the place.
That'd be rad,
Well,
actually.
don't some planes have 2 control sticks?
Okay, maybe it wasn't the best metaphor. What I'm trying to say is that the human body can only hold one person. If you try to have 2 people inside one brain, it will break.
I see.
Because of this, the sinker's data goes inside the subject's brain. And the only thing inside the subject's mind at the time of the sink are their memories, like a house with no one inside. We sinkers break into the house, look for clues, and leave, all within 6 minutes.
There's a time limit?
Yes, or else the house will collapse on our heads.
The neural circuits would become too deeply entwined with one another. To put it simply, the sinker would be trapped inside the subject's house.
Thank you for explaining it. I don't completely understand how sync works, but still.
Just don't tell anyone. This is extremely confidential.
It's okay, I won't. Date, tell me this. Who did you sync with yesterday?
Didn't I show you his picture? Congressman So Sejima.
So that's why you know so much about him.
Yeah.
But you've never met him, right?
I haven't, I swear.
Well, he had a dream about fucking murdering you.
Hey, Date, you saw my corpse here, right?
I did.
Yup.
I'm sure of it.
And in So's dream, you saved me from getting killed.
Yeah.
And then somehow, I resurrected.
Well, what were you doing at that time? You need to tell me what the fuck happened.
Date, that means you're...
my hero.
Date, is the cold too much for Iris?
Yeah, I'm freezing too. Iris, let's get out of here for now.
Roger that.
Okay. Let's go get dinner now. This counts as a date, right? It should.
Ah, I'm so hungry.
Tessa?
Oh, god damn it, Oda.
I told Date I was hungry, so...
I've always wanted to eat here.
I'll have my usual, Ota.
Yes, right away.
I just watched him go and take a seat. Oh yeah, because we're here. That makes sense, actually. Where's your mom?
She's in the living room. I think she's watching TV.
How about you? What are you doing here?
I was just doing some meditation, lying on the ground.
He means sleeping.
Date, why are you with Tessa?
On a date.
We are...
Not Shovel Forge.
on a date.
Oh, a date, huh? A date?
I'm on an investigation, and she wouldn't let me go.
Date, I have some delicious fugu eggs. I promise they're not poisoned. Would you like some?
No thanks. I'm fine.
You're good at cooking, huh?
Yeah.
Fuck. It's like lightning outside.
My dad taught me when I was little.
You're making me something too, right?
Sure. My treat, Date.
Holy shit, that's loud. You can't capture it, but like that's fucking loud. Okay, well. Sorry, Misty, you're not coming for a walk. Where's Renju?
You're still looking for him? Well, like I told you before, I don't know.
Okay. You been here before?
Yeah, I have.
Have you met Ota's mother, Mayumi?
Yeah, but...
She doesn't like
I don't think she likes me.
Yeah, nah.
That's not true. Mom is just jealous of how pretty you are, Tessa.
Not very reassuring. Whether out of jealousy or otherwise, she still doesn't like Iris.
Iris is fine. See, the mom isn't like just like, oh my boy, like it's just I got swindled in by her, but it's like really her son's just a tier 3 sub, and like Iris is doing. I mean, Iris is mad fucking annoying, but she's doing nothing wrong. What's your usual?
Omelet rice. Ota's omelet rice is so good it gives me stomach cramps.
Oh yeah. Okay.
You're embarrassing me.
Is it because you eat too much?
Ota appears to have taken it as a compliment.
What about Iris's resurrection?
Iris, about your coming back to life.
Hold it! What do you mean coming back to life?
Decided to tell Ota about Iris's resurrection.
Date jumped into a parallel world where I'm still alive.
I love how she just buys it.
Tessa died?
Yep.
Look at this photo. Okay. What the parallel world?
Hey, Can you tell me about this parallel world idea in more detail?
Oh, sure. How should I explain this? Well, Oh, I know. Let's play rock, paper, scissors.
Rock, paper, scissors.
Yeah. If we tie, nothing happens. We just shake hands. If I win, you have to give me something.
What if I win?
I'll do anything.
Anything?
Mm-hmm. Anything.
I don't like that.
Date, your heart rate is rapidly increasing. Why exactly is that?
All right, let's do this.
I hate that face.
Okay, let's go.
Hey, look at his face. Look at his face. He
1,
hates this
2,
too.
3, shoot.
Scissors.
Shoot.
Did we win? Oh shit, we lost.
Yay, I won.
Oh, no. You see, this looks like scissors, but it's actually paper.
That doesn't make any sense.
No, why did I throw out scissors? Why?
You're really not taking this well.
So I get my prize.
I don't have any money.
I don't want money. Instead,
Yeah?
can you pet my head and say Iris is a cutie cutie?
Oh god.
The cutest person in the whole wide world? A cutie angel?
Fine. Iris is a cutie cutie.
No. Put your heart into it.
Look at his fucking
Iris
face.
is a cutie cutie, the cutest person in the whole wide world. A cutie angel.
I repeat the whole thing while petting Iris on the head. This is torture. This is like fucked up. Like,
We just played rock,
Oda's
paper,
gonna
scissors,
become
right?
like a fucking like incel. He's gonna be one of those dudes who are just like talk about how he's owed sex because like he's so nice to women. You know what I mean? Like you can tell that's what's gonna happen.
I won and you pet me. But in a different timeline, maybe we tied. Or maybe I obeyed your orders and did something really scandalous.
Rewind time, do it now!
I do not have that functionality.
So those timelines are what I'd call a parallel world.
So you think I jumped from a world in which you were dead to this one where you're alive?
That's what I think.
Huh. Parallel world, huh? I can't believe it, but...
Sure you can. Parallel worlds exist. Do you know about the Mandela effect?
Oh my god.
Or the Booba Kiki effect?
I've never heard about the Booba Kiki effect. But it's funny because I just watched hold on, actually I gotta send a photo of this. There we go.
Or the 100 million balls. If I explained that, would you believe me?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Sounds really interesting, Tessa.
Shut up, Oda.
I know some urban legends like that. The spatial temporal man, and the lost friend, and the story of two sisters.
I've heard people talking about it. I know what the Booba Kiki effect.
Dante, look at this picture.
Okay. Is that Booba and that's Kiki?
There's a famous experiment regarding this picture. You show this image to people around the world and ask a question.
Which one's Booba and which one's Kiki? Okay, Booba is because it sounds like makes it sound like round.
Which one is Booba and which one is Kiki?
Also, it should be called Kiki Booba, and then also do it as well because you hear Booba Kiki and you think of top to bottom, you know what I mean?
Believe it or not, 98% of people asked have the same answer. The rounder one is Booba, and the jagged one is Kiki.
I think it's because more cultures have like I can't say because like I think of ball for Booba. The OU definitely gives it like more of like a rounded like idea. Kiki, I don't know why, but like it does have like like Kiki actually. I think it's because Kiki is a sharp like set of consonants. You know, like Kiki. Like it's very sharp, high pitched. So like not even like a language thing, but just in a linguistical manner, it's very sharp. So I think that's why like it's regardless of like whether an English speaker or a German speaker or like you know a Vietnamese speaker. It's fuck. Is it do people from Vietnam speak Vietnamese? Yeah, do Vietnamese people speak Vietnamese? Fucking probably not. It's probably some actually like other thing. I don't know. I shouldn't have picked that one. But like, you know what I'm saying, man? Like, I think booba, 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 booba. Because like the ooh definitely gives it like it's a ooh. You know what I mean? Like the intonation pattern of hold on, let me do this way. So it's like booba. It's booba. So it goes up and down, but it's a very like slow. So it's like a half circle. But ki is very like jagged, like goes from down, up.
Isn't that weird?
No, I just explained
In
it.
other words, everyone thinks that booba is a certain way, and kiki is the other. It applies universally across languages and cultures.
Yep, I just explained why that's the case.
It's like something ingrained inside all humans.
It's literally linguistics. I fucking did a minor in that shit. It's kind of funny because I never actually utilized my like linguistic shit. Like, people like would have no idea that I actually know like a thing or two. Oh shit, there's a lot of the spatial temporal man.
Yeah, it's sort of like a common experience. A lot of people have experienced waking up in an uninhabited world they've never seen before.
Oh my god, it's an isekai.
Most of them describe seeing the same person.
Scary.
The spatial temporal man.
Spatial temporal man.
He's supposed to be an ordinary old man wearing work clothes.
Oh.
Spatial temporal man guides people back to the real world. He tells them, this world is not for you, or something.
I'd like to meet him someday.
What about others?
So, this elementary school kid, let's call him C. He goes to school and there's a bunch of things on the floor. Postcards, towels, a coffee cup, rice bowls, a sink, lots of stuff.
Uh-huh.
But C realized that those were all things from his own house.
How did they get to the classroom?
No one knows. It's not like anyone did it on purpose or there was a thief or anything.
Maybe something happened that made two parallel worlds fuse.
Yeah, maybe.
The lost friend?
There's this kid, A. He's in elementary school. Well, A had this close friend named Suzuki. One day, after school, they're walking home together. A turns around to tell Suzuki a joke, and Suzuki is laughing his butt off. And he's laughing and laughing, and he laughs so hard that his eyes fall out of their sockets.
What?
What?
Well, they were hanging down out of his eye sockets. The nerves were still connected, but... A is of course in shock and doesn't know what
Christ.
to do. Suzuki just
Put
takes
that
his
shit away,
eyeballs
man.
and jams them back into his eye sockets and keeps walking like nothing happened. So A asks him about it. Like, hey, are you okay? Your eyes fell out. A is really concerned for his friend, you know? But Suzuki just says, yeah, I'm fine. He doesn't say anything about it. And
That's
by now,
rad.
A is really curious. But he's not getting any answers. So they just part ways and go home. The story only gets weirder from here.
What?
The next day, A goes to school, and Suzuki's not there. A is confused and asks his
No one
teacher
knows
about
who
it.
Suzuki is.
Hey, where's Suzuki today? And the teacher says, Suzuki? Who's that? There's no Suzuki in this class. A says, what are you talking about? And he goes and asks all of his classmates about Suzuki. They all say the same thing. I don't know him. There's no Suzuki in this class.
So that kid must have jumped into a parallel world without Suzuki.
That's what I think.
But then what about the eye shit?
Couldn't Suzuki just be an imaginary friend or something?
No, A was really serious about remembering Suzuki.
It is weird, and there's no way you can pop your eyeballs back in like that.
Well, not necessarily. There's such a thing as a dislocated eye. It actually isn't too hard to put your eye back in if it falls out.
Ota is correct. Dislocated eyes are easy to replace in their sockets. As long as none of the nerves or blood vessels were damaged, there are usually no lasting negative effects.
But that doesn't prove this Suzuki exists.
Well, I guess not, but...
And what about the two sisters?
So, there's this girl. Let's call her B. She's practicing piano in her room, and her little sister is watching TV in the same room. B asks her to turn the TV volume down so she can hear her piano playing. So B goes back to practicing, playing a little bit. but her sister doesn't turn the volume down. She's not listening at all. So B turns around to scold her. She was really gonna let her sister have it, but she's gone. She's nowhere to be seen. She thinks, I wonder where she went. But then B hears her sister at the door. I'm home. B runs to the front door and sees her sister and her parents standing there. So B asks, when did you go outside? But her mom says, what are you talking about? She went shopping with me. B is really confused by all of this, of course. She asks her little sister about it, and she learns that her favorite TV show was on. And before she went shopping with her mom, she was deciding whether or not she wanted to stay and watch it or not.
So depending on her decision, a parallel world was made.
Yeah, what B saw might have been from the world where her sister stayed behind.
Huh, anything else?
I know a ton of stories like being suddenly transported 1 year into the future. And there's a missing persons report out for you.
It's kind of funny because,
You look down at your phone.
actually I'll tell
You
later.
realize that it's not yours. It's not the one you remember having. You look through the contacts, and it's filled with names you don't recognize.
Sounds scary.
There's more, too. Like this town where everyone is Japanese.
You mean like anywhere in Japan?
But they're speaking a completely different language. And all the signs and magazines and stuff have different letters. And it's not like Korea or China. It's the Japan we know. But the language is different.
That's a prime example of a parallel world.
Oh, let's learn more about Boba Kiki effect.
Like worshipping the sun and the sea, or thinking that the mother is soft and the father is jagged.
Okay, yeah, these just have to do with like worshipping the sun and the sea. I mean, those are like vital, like, things. Like, you need the sun. Like, humans need the sun. Of course, we're gonna worship them, especially like in like old times, because not every, like, you know, no one comes knowing exactly what the sun is and what the sea is. We just know it's an essential item for our daily living. Mother being soft is because of, like, you know, I mean, like, yeah, like, you know, breastfeeding and stuff like that. You think, like, you know, you have those like baby thoughts of like, oh, okay, like those like intrinsic, not intrinsic, but like the thoughts that you're kind of like born with. Father being jagged.
Regardless of your culture or background, you probably think this way. It's what
Yeah.
Jung called the collective unconscious. There exists a second psychic system of a collective universal
it's
and
psychic. If
impersonal
Carl
nature,
Jung can
which
go
is
fuck
identical
himself.
in all individuals. That's what Jung said about it. Think of it like bamboo.
Oh yeah, it's Jung. It's not Jung. I always call him Carl Jung, but of course, you know, fucking German, it's Jung.
Bamboo stalks look like individual plants since they're separated, but underground, they're all connected.
Oh.
Human psyches might be like that too.
I love
connected at
bamboo.
a subconscious level.
Unfortunately, it's unfortunately it is considered why? Unfortunately, it's considered to be an invasive, like, plant in the U.S., so you shouldn't be growing it, but it's really cool.
That's...
A parallel world?
Yeah! You saved me in the dream, right? And dreams are all about our subconscious minds. So if you follow the roots...
You get to another bamboo stalk.
Yeah, something like that.
It's the 100 million balls.
This world is full of really interesting stuff. But you know the most interesting thing of all?
No, what?
That humans exist at all.
The universe developed in a very particular way to get here. If things were even slightly different, well, the galaxies and solar system and all of that might not have existed at all.
And that means humans would never be born. And even if everything happened exactly like that, the probability of human life developing is extremely low. And yet, here we are. Imagine a box full of ping pong balls, labeled 1 to 100 million. Would you be able to pick out the 1?
Not likely.
But what if there were 100 million of you?
Well, then one of us would definitely pick up the one.
Exactly! The birth of humanity is so improbable that it's basically a miracle. But if there were multiple universes...
No, come on. No, fuck that. Here's the thing. If it's very improbable. I agree with you. It is very improbable, but you know, if we were in that like isolated instance where just something didn't line up, then we wouldn't be having these fucking thoughts. You know, like there's so many different galaxies and so many different like planets. Of course, a lot of them are uninhabitable for humanity, but or in general, I guess, just generally, not just human. I mean, like there could be organisms that like just can survive outside of like the Earth kind of like conditions, but you don't need to bring in like multiple universes into this. Like, I don't get
And
it.
it wouldn't be strange that at least one of them had humans in it.
She is describing the anthropic principle. I may have underestimated her intelligence.
Now, let's talk about the Mandela effect.
Do you know Nelson Mandela?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, the former president of South Africa. He helped abolish apartheid.
And something about this is being in like a random like anime game with like a streamer girl is so fucking funny.
He died in 2013, but a strange thing happened. When the news broke, people all over the world thought, didn't Mandela die in prison in 1980? That's the Mandela effect. It's when your memory and history have discrepancies. There are lots of examples.
Okay, so before we get into this, I've heard of the Mandela effect for like a very long time now. You know, the whole Bernstein. Are they gonna talk about the Berenstain Bears and how it's like not Berenstain but Berenstain Bears? But yeah, so I watched this show that's called How To with John Wilson. In one of the episodes in the first season, he talks about the Mandela effect and like meeting like these people who are like really into the Mandela effect and like going to like a small convention that focuses on the Mandela effect. And it's just like, oh my god, like these people, man.
Like the name of this kid's book with the bears having different spellings.
Just say Berenstain.
Or people remembering that Kennedy was assassinated in a 4-seat car.
What do you mean he wasn't assassinated in a 4-seat car? Four-seat car. A 1961 Lincoln Continental.
Here are some pictures that match.
No. Oh, okay. Wait. Yeah, this Lincoln Continental. This is what I imagined he got assassinated in. I don't know. I don't get this one.
But in our world, he was in a 6-seat car.
Oh, it was 6. Well, because it's like... No, I do remember it being like... Because it's like the three to each, like, you know, the top 3 with like the driver and like the 2 seats right there, and then like, you know, the sides and like the middle. Okay, yeah.
Huh. I thought it was a 4-seater too.
Or that electric mouse from that video game. You probably remember the tip of its tail being black.
Pikachu. His tail's not... The tip of his tail has never been black. I don't remember it being black. Let me actually look up a picture of Pikachu. Yeah, I never remember his tail being... The tip of it being black. People get confused because they think of like the tip of his ears. But the tip of Pikachu's tail was never black. Yeah, I'm looking at pictures of the JFK assassination, and I definitely remember. Yeah, wait. Oh my God! It's a 6-seater. It's 1, 2, 3, sets. I think it's because when you think of a Lincoln Continental, you think of the 2 sets, like the 4-seater. But yeah, it is a 6-seater. I think that might also be affected by the way. Have you ever seen the Jackie Kennedy photo of like her like escaping the car after like the assassination? It kind of looks like a 4-seater from that, I want to say. Also, a lot of the photos are taken only showing the first, like the last 2 rows, I guess. So it looks like a 4-seater when it's actually a 6-seater, but it is a 6-seater.
It wasn't?
Nope, it's all yellow.
Except for like the little bit of the red on the base.
And the design didn't change.
Oh.
Lines from movies, company logos, historical events, and little things. The Mandela effect is everywhere. Why do you think that is?
Because those memories are from parallel worlds?
No, idiot. It's because people have bad memories.
That would explain.
No, it would not. That is. Why do you jump to fucking conclusions? Why do we fucking jump to conclusions here? That's an insane conclusion. Okay.
When did you two get so knowledgeable?
Oh, I don't know.
Tessa is always writing about this stuff on the internet. That's why I decided to research it too. That's how I learned all this stuff. Oh, hey, I know about conspiracies and secret societies too. I find that stuff fascinating. If you want, we could talk about those.
Maybe next time. Now,
Maybe
where's
next time,
that
kid.
omelet rice?
Done.
Okay, let's eat. Oda brought over the dish over. He loaded an omelet rice in front of me and Iris. Iris grabbed her spoon with a huge smile on her face. She picked up a spoonful. No, actually, she tried to pick up a She tried to pick up a spoonful. What the fuck?
Tessa, are you okay?
I'm fine. My hand slipped. Let's eat.
What is going on? Iris and I ate the omelet rice in near silence. There was no conversation. Just the sound of a spoon hitting the plate. The diner echoed with it. Why did she drop the spoon?
Ah, thanks for the food.
Iris was totally re-energized. Her face was back to her usual easy smile.
That was good. Ote, your omelet rice is seriously the best.
Yeah, it was actually really good.
Aw, thanks. I owe it to my dad. He taught me well.
Paid for the food and stood to go.
Let's get going, Iris.
Thanks again.
Thank you. Come back soon.
Alright. Well, now that we had dinner, I think we can call it a day. We'll learn more about Iris's I don't know what you want to call it, like her. Well, now she has to tell us her story, so we'll save that for next time.